still a little cracking. Okay, I'll get another audio solution sorted for. I don't think it's going to happen today. Big time, is it really? Let's give it a little slap. Hello, how about now? Okay, we'll pull it out. How about this? Better?
Yes,
That's,
yes.
oh. Blowing the hole. Yeah, that's right. I know, it's like power cycle or something. I'm getting ready to, I have a 3-pound hammer. Do we still have crumbly stuff? Tuna Matata. Man, good morning.
Shut up. What?
Okay, all right. Here we go. I think that's it for today. I think that's all I can get out of it. So fingers 3 and 4 and 10 and 12. 1 E and a 2 and a U.
It's hot.
All right, I'll take a listen to it. I've got to get this sorted out. I have a note into Shure, but we'll see what we can get. We'll see what we can get. I know we can get this figured out. I'll have to listen to it later, yeah. And I think I heard a crackling the other day too. I'm not sure what that's all about. If you wanted to help me troubleshoot this, I'm going to start with I'll start another live stream as soon as we finish this one, and then I'm going to try to troubleshoot it right now. I've got another piece of equipment I want to plug in, and we'll go ahead and just see if we can get that sorted out. Hey, good morning. Good morning. Deadly Kitten, good morning. What's going on? Good to see you here this morning. If you're dealing with a little bit of static, we're going to get that corrected. If you want to hang, I understand if you need to bail, because I completely understand if you don't like the static sound. So right after this at 8:30 a.m., I'm going to plug in another piece of gear, start another live cycle, and see if we can work out the kinks that way. So maybe, I don't know who's available for that, but it's certainly up for grabs. Okay. So we're using fingers 2 and 3 on frets, 2 frets apart, doing a nice little stretch, a finger stretch, taking fingers for a walk this morning. And yeah, all right, so here we go. If you are interested in you can type happy picking into the live chat if you want, all caps, followed by an exclamation point if you'd like to do a free Zoom, a private guitar tutorial. I thought, I have taught probably thousands of students, and some of whom you probably know, and then some who maybe you don't know, from campfires to concert stages, so there's a full range of appeal in there. So if you feel like you might want a Zoom guitar session, just type in happy picking, all caps, followed by an exclamation. We'll draw a winner at the end of the session. So fingers 1 and 2, 10 and 12, 1 E and a 2, a T E and a 4 E. And you have a great day too. A little me see what I can do to fix it. Maybe Raul, if you're available, if you wanted to help, jump on for another 5 minutes after I'll be back on, just another piece of kit. And we can bang through this crash, bang, boom. Cool, thank you. All right, so we have our first session going. I've got that C major chord progression sort of in the back of my mind, and it's just something super simple. I'd like to pick up the tempo a little bit this morning, just because I like to use fingers 2 and 4 now on frets 9 and 12, but I'd like to use quintuplets or one. Maybe we'll go backwards. If I feel like I want to go faster, maybe I should practice going slow. So let's try 1, 2, T, 2, 2, T. Here we go and start now. J-Dog. What's going on, J-Dog? Tom, what's going on, Tom? We're just working the old morning ritual, for guitar growth. Derek, morning again. App shop at Blue Bridge for the win. Oh, nice. Thank you very much. Derek, thank you very much. What's going on, J-Dog? So people used to call me J-Dog, that's funny. Yeah. Now they call me Uncle Jason, I guess. So fingers 1 and 3 on 9 and 12. Here we go. And if you're still experiencing minor audio dissatisfaction, rest assured, Raul, the great Raul McQueen, right here in this live chat, and my own person, are going to hop on a different piece of equipment after this session and make any corrections that we need to provide a completely satisfactory experience tomorrow. So if you can stick it out with us today, more power to you. And we're just working on the open position at Mr. Anthony Tortorello's request. We will likely do an entire session on only open position warm-ups. So that's not today, unfortunately, but it will be very soon. This is very cool because this triplet pattern is giving me time to, read a little bit. Speaking of breath, tight tummy, strong back, weak mind. The 3 things that we need to be guitar players. Great guitar players. I've got to stretch, friends. Let's go ahead and do this, right? So this is just a very simple, basic stretch, and it's so useful to us as guitar practitioners. Here's the 16 clicks with the fingers going up, and then 16 clicks with the fingers going down. Hey Derek, we'll see you tomorrow, man. Yeah, thanks for stopping by. Hey, guitar for everyone. Justin's here. Justin's in the house. Right on. And this other piece right here. Yeah, got all three of them. That's right. Strong like bull, smart like tractor. That's right. Oh man. Smash the like button time. Thank you for the reminder. Robbie to the clean sweep with the housekeeping. Very cool. I've been using a stethoscope. No choice for now. That's okay. I just love it. We have 60 beats per minute in case you are wondering, and we're typically operating between one note per flick or one attack per beat, or two attacks per beat, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We get up to 8, and then maybe we'll, by the end of the year, we'll get up to 9s together, maybe, or 10, 12s, you know. But I think 8's pretty much going to be the limit for comfortability. The trick to all of this is to be able to remain calm and comfortable while we're playing this technical stuff. Now after that stretch, I really hope you enjoy your new arms and hands and wrists. I really hope you enjoy those, because that's exactly what just happened for me. And we'll go ahead and continue on with fingers 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. Here we go. Alright, frets 9, 10, 11, and 12. 1, E, and 2. Here we go. Are you pushing right forearm inside up? Good. That's a good question. While you stretching your hand down, let's come back to that and we'll talk about that on the second stretch. If I don't talk about it on the second stretch at like 8:15, remind me, because I really want to talk about that. It doesn't have to be any one way. It's just whatever we notice we're holding for tightness. You know, we'll do a little shoulder bridge exercise, a little shoulder stretch exercise too today. Because we are growing, we are spending a significant amount of time with the guitar now, and it's definitely worth talking about stretching. In order to maintain, I was either going to go on the unhealthy path. I talked with a friend Eric the other day on the phone, and he's like, you know, most musicians don't do what you're doing without, you know, chemical assistance. And I'm like, yeah, I'm not really going to do it. You know, I'll tell you what, when I founded and directed a musical conservatory of music, right? It grew larger than a university program that was in the same city. And so, you know, in that small amount of time, I saw, you know, in a 2-year period, I saw a handful of my musician friends either living in a van on the river, you know, getting ready to check out, or they actually checked out. So it's a real, if I hadn't seen it with my own eyes, I never would have believed it, but it's a real deal. It's a real problem. And so I can't go down that road, but I do choose, in order to maintain my own guitar practice, I do choose to do, you know, early to bed, early to rise. So the goal is, fourth finger stretch. So 1 E and a 2 E and a, so fingers 9, 10, 11, and 13. Fingers 1, 2, 3, and stretch 4. Frets 9, 10, 11, and 13. So 1 E and a 2 C and a foot, no, not 2 C. So this is a lot like, you know, being aware, healthy, wealthy, wise, you know, early to bed, early to rise. all of that blah, blah, blah. But that helps me to get the yoga stretch in at the night before I go to bed. Right before I hit the rack, I'm always stretching to finish out the business of the day, and then, you know, close down the property and all that stuff. But then there's, you know, the early morning rise where yoga hits before the guitar peaks, right? So my back and my, you know, my hips and all of my joints are sort of most of the time thanking me for that stuff. And it really helps. It helps me with energy. It helps me with focus. It helps me with getting here and sitting sideways for an hour with you or with myself as I'm practicing first thing in the morning. It mitigates any pain that I might have otherwise been experiencing or any workplace injury that I otherwise might accrue. So this is definitely a maintenance program. And this is genuinely what happens. And a drummer friend of ours in the community had a back problem to the point where he couldn't get off the painkillers. Eventually, you know, succumbs to the problem. But so it is a real concern. So, you know, I don't want to be too serious here this morning, but I do want to be sure that we are observing the things that need to be observed while we're doing this work together. Public service, kind of, you know, neighbor helping neighbor. That's kind of the way I would expect somebody to treat me if I was a neophyte. Or wanting to do something of Olympic nature, of Olympic quality. I would need to understand that there needs to be 3 months of Olympic-style rest after 9 months of intense Olympic-style training. So the body does need the rest and recovery. So 1E and 2 TE fingers. We're doing the kickstand now. I like to call this, we're just kicking that first finger back, starting in position number 9, and then we're kicking it back on fret number 8, 10, 11, and 12. So thank you, Raul, for making those questions available for the public here. 1E and a 2, TE and a go. Hey, Dan, good morning. Robbie and I are stretching our minds too. Mind the bender burning. Right. Honey helps with the thinking burn. Just saying. Oh yeah, I have my honey this morning in my Icelandic provisions, my skyr, or Icelandic yogurt, and a little granola, some chopped up ginger, and honey drizzle over the top. That's sort of my breakfast, my guitar breakfast of champions. That's what keeps my hair growing so nice and full, you know what I mean? You can see that that's really paying a benefit to my headshot. The observer is the observed. That's right, we've got to take a coffee. So at 8:15 we'll take a coffee sip and then talk a little bit more about stretch and work on expanding our stretch. I can feel the burn right now. And that wasn't a campaign plug, but I can feel the burn in my first finger stretching back to fret number, 9 at this point. And it really does. It does require breath from me. So I just can't pull that stuff out of thin air. So we're going for the old 1, 2, 3, 4 diagonal pattern. So if you've been joining me for this, now you can, or you can go back and look at 38 minutes in, and you can start really playing this at half speed and really try. If you want to figure out what it is I'm doing, I'll do a pretty good job, a bang up job explaining it now. But if you wanted to go watch it at half speed and try to just start at half speed, this live stream, all other live streams, I confirmed yesterday, are available under the live tab. You can go back and watch all of these morning ritual for guitar growth live streams as a non-member. So if we'll catch up with you later, Raul, about that if you still have questions about it. But let's go ahead and start with 1, 2, 3, 4, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And we'll go ahead and turn that around to 9, 10, 11. 9, 10, 11, and 12. We'll shift down one position. And 10, 11, and 12, 9. Or 12, 11, to 10, 9. And then, or 11, 10, 9, 8. And then 11, 10, 9, 8. Or simply stated in 2 fingers, 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 1, 2, 3, 4. And then drop a position. 4, 3, 2, 1. And then 4, 3, 2, 1. And alternate the pick hand to get the sequencing appropriately distributed throughout. Here we go. 1 E and a 2. You know what to do. 1 Z and a 2 Z, and putting on my shoes. Very calm here. Mental benefits. Oh yeah, I'll tell you what. Once I leave here, like, it's on screech, man. It's on screech. You're more than welcome, Mark. Thank you, Mark, for being here. And I hope you have, I think we all hope you have a wonderful day. But we're trying to, I'm in a position where I'm trying to hone every one of the notes that I play, whether they're fast, accurate, slow, steady. I just switched to the 4 middle strings, so we'll go ahead and start at the 4 middle strings on position 9 right here. Ready? Yeah. And we'll descend the pattern. So if you are interested, we're still celebrating the 100th episode yesterday. I'm giving away one more free Zoom live guitar session. Well, it's just a, what is this going to be? So it's, there it is. It's one more free Zoom guitar session, private guitar session with me. So if you're interested, we're celebrating our 100th live stream episode yesterday. And you can just type happy picking, all caps, followed by an exclamation in the live chat if you're interested. And we'll pull a winner, later today. And the winner from yesterday will be announced later today. This year. Just getting that open position game together because using, absent one finger, it really changes everything for me, and I'm assuming for you too. So that's what I would do. I would repeat it until I got it, and then just move on. Come back and revisit as time passes. Let's do this one more time, the entire sequence, but let's do the entire sequence in quintuplets. 1, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 1. Here we go. So, happy with no pick here. Very cool idea. So those are to be done with no picks too. Yeah, definitely with no picks, okay. Alright, time for another stretch. Let's go ahead and stretch. Let's give this a think here. So, I'm just gonna roll my arms up, my shoulders up, back, and sit up straight, and have that, that classic, that cliche, like somebody's pulling my top of my head up by a string. Breathe in through my nose, out through my mouth, and then just get those shoulders rolled back, and then I'm going to continue the discussion that Raoul started with us here. We're at 16 clicks, and now I can move my arm any way I'd like to find those spots where I'm holding tension, right? The only thing I want to avoid is, I want to stay in the green. I don't want to go into the red and start doing micro tears in any of my tendons or tissues. So that's really important to me. Just keeping that elbow straight or even slightly bent is fine. All we're doing is stretching the forearm here, these tissues here, and then you could push your elbow as straight or maybe hyperextended. I'm not sure what you're capable of. Just staying in the green, but I'm keeping that shoulder pushed all the way forward as far as I can, and then I'm trying to reach for my fingers on the other hand. So this can roll, this can rotate, this can do all kinds of things, and that applies to both the upward position and the downward position. So anything that you can do to keep your arms sort of like just countering the act of punching over and acting like a little goblin all day, the guitar goblin. These are really important things to accomplish. Balancing things, balancing exercises, balancing stretches. Boy, it's nice when I'm quiet. And where I'm quiet is where I suspect I get most of our viewers, right? As soon as I close my mouth, just do the things that need to be done. That should invigorate us to finish up with our session today. All right, so let's go ahead and do that. Let's just have a quick sip of coffee, and then we take a quick look at any comments that might be coming and going that could use some attention. I've done a really great job at managing that. So I'm glad you guys were sort of shouting it out at the beginning of the audio. You type in happy picking all caps followed by an exclamation point, you might earn you a free Zoom guitar session with yours truly. Yeah, we're giving away guitar sessions today and yesterday. So we have some winners from yesterday, and we're giving another guitar session away today. Happy picking all caps followed by an exclamation point. And yes, I'm picking in the room. Hello. Lamb of God, very cool. Where are you from? I'm American. American, man. American. Where are you from? Just to be fair, is there anything that any one of you would like to work on for the last 10 minutes? I'll give it a couple of seconds here. And you let me know if there's anything that you'd like to do for the last 10 minutes, anything that you would like to specialize on. Any questions or suggestions for the stream? We love to be informed about how to, how our service can make the world a better place too, so keep that in mind, open to that. Wow, just lit the wood stove. Feels like 30, wow. Happy, yeah, we've had some 80-degree days already, high 70s anyway. Tropic of Neptune. Can you explain scales for someone getting into scales? Oh, yeah. Let's do this with the metronome. So, let's use this concept. Let's expand this over. Let's also include time, or our perception of time. And so we'll keep the metronome running at 60 beats per minute. And this will be how we divide our time. We divide our time into 3 equal parts. 8 hours a day for service to God and, a distressed neighbor or, charity. 8 hours for our usual vocations and 8 hours for rest and refreshment or sleep. Okay, so that's typically what we do. We divide our day into typically three equal parts, and so I wanted to talk about sound as like a, if we put the sound on a scale, from all the way, it's vibration the way I understand it. So vibrations would start so low, it's maybe heat, we can feel it, and then it gets a little faster, then we can, see it, and then it gets a little faster, we can hear it, and a little faster, then we can see it, and then a little faster, and we can be conscious, whatever. So whatever that theoretical application is. But I know vibration is at the root of all of it. And what we do is we take those phenomena of the octave, let's say there's one, because the B string is so, let's use the G string. Let's use the G string. I thought the B was going to just feel better. Maybe let's use the B string. It doesn't really matter what the note's name is, okay? It's super simple. I'm either going to stay on this one note for all eternity, and breathe So the note B, like the perfect triangle, has always existed. It will always exist. But as guitar practitioners or musicians, we can select, we can by design pull those notes from the cosmos and bring them down onto our instruments through the grace trace of what's led us up to this moment here. We have an equally divided, the same way we equally divide our day, we equally divide our scale into 12 equal pieces. So we start with the chromatic scale. You can see that the guitar has frets on it, and the first thing that I need to know, the very first thing that I need to know is you can move from one note to the next, either by leap or by step. Okay? So the chromatic scale, where we move from one note to the next, not skipping any frets. Here's our three equal parts. Four nice, three nice positions. So everything that we do we need to be descending as well. Good. Then we need to apply note names. I think that's a good place to be. So the B string does have a lot to offer. Lamb, stick around. He is an amazing teacher. Oh, person, no. Hey, Robbie with laying down the wisdom this morning. Yes, sir. My man B, he looked totally calm, no sign of metalhead, and sure about that. Oh yeah, love the metal, man, love the metal. Can't get enough metal. Pretty flat for a white guy, yeah, I still can't get it, I'm still, kind of weird how people, I don't know, can't figure it out. But what's happening? So this is simply just a scale. So did I answer any of your questions? Did I help at all? Did I help at all? Kevin's set the marker for departure for today. So what we're going to do, let me ask you one question before you leave. Is the audio still crackling here? Okay, one more chance. If you want to enter yourself into the drawing to win a free Zoom guitar lesson, private guitar lesson with me, you can enter happy picking, all caps, followed by an exclamation. This is the last mention before we jump for the day. If you want to stick around, I'm going to thank you for the confirmations about the audio crackling. I'm going to come right back, but with another piece of equipment in just a minute or two. So I'll expect to see Raul will give me some feedback. I'm not sure what Paul will do with this next session, if it will continue, or if it will be just a short, quick to try to problem solve or troubleshoot. But if you are interested in a free guitar session, a Zoom guitar session, a mini Zoom guitar session that's anything you want to talk about with the guitar, anything you want to do, just happy picking, all caps, followed by an exclamation point, right here in the live chat, and it's that simple, and we'll pluck another winner today. All right? So you can do that if you like, and then I really appreciate you all being here with me through 2025. This is proving to be a useful time for me personally for growth as a guitar practitioner, as a person, introducing new healthier patterns, improving healthy patterns in my own personal life with calisthenic, getting the pipes ready to go, getting the suns out, guns out. But it's sit-ups, yoga, all to keep up with the amount of seat time I'm spending and sort of to counter the amount of seat time I'm spending with the guitar. So this is all being done in real time, and you're witnessing the growth. So from the beginning of the very first session that we did, we're going to look back at that at the end of the year. We're going to look at my posture, my technique, the way I address the camera, the way I talk, the way I play, my techniques, and my dynamic understanding of what's going on at the moment, the way I deliver. We're going to take a look at the last video that I do this year, and then we're going to take a look at what happens when you spend 260 hours with your guitar. Which one comes out on top? Is there a noticeable difference? Is there a benefit to playing, sitting with your guitar for 1 hour a day, 5 days a week for an entire year? And that's what we're about to find out. That's what this is really about. I haven't seen anything longitudinally that actually will calculate this out for me. So this is why I'm doing, one of the reasons why I'm doing this. So thank you for being here with me along the journey. You're definitely a huge part of it. So, all right, thanks anyway. We'll see you again tomorrow if I don't see you in a few minutes to try to start out this audio. But I'm out for now. Happy picking. Until next time, tomorrow at 7:30 a.m. Eastern Standard. See you then. Bye now. Friends, good morning, friends and neighbors.